Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video with my latest custom action figure fresh off the workbench. It's a UFC CM Punk. It's a project I've had in mind since the second I heard CM Punk had signed with the UFC, and photos of Punk in UFC gear that emerged online in the last couple of days gave me that final push to do it. For this I used the Elite 29 Punk just because he was the only one I had, having reviewed him here on my channel not too long ago, so I set about sculpting the details of the shorts with milliput epoxy clay and swapped in a UFC Randy Couture's lower legs and gloved hands. That figure just cost me $2.99 at a discount store, and I happened to have a second one as said store would only let me use a card to pay if I spent over £5, so I got two. Now I'm sure I've seen Punk figures with the slicked back hair and the beard he currently sports, but not wanting to buy one of those just for that head, I sculpted the detail of his hair and beard, again using milliput epoxy clay, and then painted it with Citadel paints from the Games Workshop, which I also use for the tattoos on his forearms. If you remember, the figure came with his forearms painted white to represent the wrapped tape as Punk wrestled with. I have to admit, initially I really wasn't looking forward to turning those white areas of his arms into tattooed skin. Using some photos of reference, I was able to spot a prominent star on one arm and a shamrock on the other, and the rest I just winged it. And although I wasn't looking forward to that part, I'm actually really pleased with the way they turned out. Just a matter of patience and the purchase of a tiny tipped paintbrush paying off. The photos of Punk in his UFC gear revealed him wearing generic UFC shorts, to my relief, as I really didn't fancy rendering 20 different tiny logos of sponsors on his shorts, and just had to apply a basic UFC logo that I printed onto paper and glued to the figure. And I managed to do that across the upper leg cut so it retains the articulation. And so done and dusted, leaving me excited for Punk to make his UFC debut. He'll either be kicking ass or getting his ass kicked. Either way, it should prove entertaining. Anyway, click the video on the right for my previous custom. As ever, I sure would appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.